Hello, how's it going? I uh, I think religious statistics are cool because you get to know what people's beliefs is, and you know what's important to talk about, right? You want to talk about stuff that you think needs to be talked about. Like if the statistics say that too many people than what makes you happy believe in something that you don't like, then you should talk about that one thing to educate those people, right? And it looks like there's some dingy people out there. Just check it out. Bum, bum, bum. Rookie. For example, 44% of Americans think the human race was created 10,000 years ago. This is from ABC News. I'm guessing it's 2003-ish. This is on my website, cowpounds.org. So I'm just going to talk about this stuff informally. So 68% of the people think that we should teach creationism and evolution in our schools, and 29% think no. So I guess 2/3 believe that that we should teach it both. That's actually interesting. I would think that it would be less than that. I'm guessing the other 2/3 who say no say no, only teach evolutionism. I guess they would say if you teach creationism, that's like not separating church and state and getting too like religious or something like that. But I mean, lots of people, most of the people in America are Christians, but I guess if you teach creationism, then you're going to have to teach intelligent design, and I guess that's what they mean by creationism, but there's a whole nother side to intelligent design, the New Age intelligent design. So I guess they'll have to put out a poll on that too. So anyways, let's move on to the next thing. So teach creationism and evolution. This must be another poll, because another poll said yes, teach creationism and evolution, and then 55% said no, 40% yes, 55% no. Sounds more realistic to me. But 44%, almost half of Americans, think the human race was created by God 10,000 years ago. Is that what the Bible says? I think the Bible said it was like 6,000 years ago. So that's interesting. That was actually the fall of Atlantis, the beginning of the last pole shift, last flood era. That's interesting. So, intelligent evolution. 39% believe intelligent evolution, like it's not an accident. And 10% people think that evolution is completely without God, like a complete accident. So I don't know who the other 61% of the people would be. What they would believe. And then 33% believe literally in the Bible. Okay. 33% of the people believe literally in the Bible of Americans. That's a third of the people in America believe the Bible, like the human race was created 6,000 years ago. Yeah, I guess that tells me that people really should become more interested in science. I guess there's just lots of people out there who just want to reject science. I know that fundamentalist Christians use a certain argument to say that the Earth was in fact created 6,000 years ago because there have been watches found in 3 million-year-old stalactites and stuff like this. Michael Cremo has talked about this, and apparently this has actually happened. They found a computer piece inside of a Phoenician vessel. Now the Phoenicians were descendants of Atlanteans, like the Celts and the Mayans and stuff. So so I would say that all those technologies is from a human race that was advanced before that time, and not that the Earth was created 6,000 years ago, and that's proof that stalactites aren't 3 million years old. Because I think you can prove that stalactites are actually that old. So anyways, let's move on. 39% believe in intelligent evolution. I believe in intelligent evolution. Oh, whoops, I accidentally zoomed it. I always do that. I believe in intelligent evolution. But only 39%, so Well, I guess people need to have a little bit more faith. It's like you either have the fundamentalist Christians or the atheists. What's going on, people? And 10% believe in evolution without God. I don't know who those are. So anyway, let's move on. Abortion. What do Americans believe about abortion? This is a very big topic. Okay, so 15% of Americans believe that abortion should never, ever, ever happen. That's too high for me. I think abortion should be the choice of the woman. Now, the problem with talking about abortion is people absolutely refuse to talk about the real issue of abortion, and the question is, are you actually killing a human being when you're doing that? Can you classify a fetus as a human being? My answer is no. A human being is somebody who suffers when you kill them, somebody who already has a life, like an orphan. That's a human being. A fetus, it's a sack of meat. Okay, let's see. And it doesn't feel pain. The nerves aren't developed. Why would you have nerves developed in a fetus? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Anyways, only in sickness or rape, 43%. Okay, so that's good. Some more, I guess you get 25, 35, 45, 30, yeah. 28% more people believe that, okay, it's okay if there's a rape. But that's still not enough. That tells you that people, most of the people think that you're killing a person. And an interesting thing about abortion is that people who are like die hard against abortion, it's not okay to give an abortion even in sickness and rape. These people, these people like don't seem to understand that there's too many freaking people in the world, and we're gonna completely kill our planet, and we're all gonna die if we don't take care of some shit. So forget about those fetuses. What about the people who already live here, man, and the animals? Yeah, it's like, what, do those people not care about animals either? You know how many animals are gonna go into extinct? We lost the Chinese freshwater dolphin. We're gonna lose a cheetah. We're gonna lose the polar bear. I mean, Jesus. Okay, anyways, contraceptives. In 1995, 76 to 82% of Americans believed it's okay to use contraceptives. So wow, you have like almost a third of Americans, or like a quarter of Americans, almost a quarter of Americans, thinking that contraceptives is killing human beings. Oh yeah, and 46% would say it's flat out murder. Well, okay, hold on. What? You have almost a third of Americans thinking that contraceptives, you're killing somebody? So like what? The sperm, that's where life begins? So if you think you're killing somebody if you're using contraceptives, then what? Are you killing somebody if you're masturbating? Let's talk about masturbation for a while. Every time a guy ejaculates, aren't there like 50 million sperm? So you're killing 50 million people? 50 million people are screaming, "No, you're killing me," every time you ejaculate? What about those people who masturbate like 50 times a day? Are those 50 times 50? 500 people? 500 million? Alas, I'm not so good at math. 50 million? 50 billion? I don't know how many billions of people you're killing every day? Oh my God. Now I know back in the day, like hundreds of years ago, that's what actually we thought. And the people would draw pictures of sperm with like little legs running around, like people with faces, little people, and thinking that we actually thought in Europe that 100% of the genetic material came from the man and 0 came from the woman, and that was just the woman was just like the vehicle, like the oven that you cook the product in. So because I think maybe that's why we take our father's last names, but dang. Yeah, I think I heard the Pope is still against contraception. So yeah, we should have a conversation about that. But I think I don't think we would have to, though. I think people with common sense know these days that these single cell sperm organisms are alive and swimming around, but they live to die. There's insects out there that live one day and then die. Everybody lives to die. So there you go. Oh, I am out of time. I'm going to have a part 2. So, alrighty, righty.